Wow.
Twitch! We're back!
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there it is. Found the pencil.
Yay! They gave it back!
It was
Pencil
hiding in the
real.
folder.
Yeah. Alright. So, I think we'll just jump right back in. We'll jump right back to the battle map. 'Cause
Okay.
I guess it's an encounter map more. The last time, our heroes went looking after job postings. They found a frog man whose boat got ate, and they gave him a demon's phone number.
As one does.
As one does.
Specifically, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Willow went in search of dogs and cats and other animals, and found a few, but found the trail of most leading out to the mansion mentioned in another one of the job listings. The weird rich guy with a labyrinth under his house that he keeps sending dogs and cats into. For some
Cats.
goddamn reason. For some reason. This guy keeps sending
Why
animals
would you send
into the
a cat
labyrinth.
in?
I don't know. And I don't think he knows either. I think he thinks it's fun. Because he's a
That's
shitty
concerning.
guy. He's a shitty guy.
No, we know.
And he's so
Them
funny.
good cookies, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so you ventured into the labyrinth and found a
Cabbage.
cabbage. And you also found a message. You found a couple of druidic messages Willow found along the walls.
Mm-hmm. A great honor it has been to walk these halls and be blessed by this goddess.
By their god. I thought.
Yeah. That's a newer druidic message, and then an older message. Welcome to those of the forest, to our labyrinth city. May Sitha bless you.
Sitha, that's what it was.
Yeah, you found an abandoned trading hall. You found a lake full of weed killer.
That we did, yeah.
She was funny.
You found a mysterious town square where you would get stuck in tar if you stepped off of the paths, as a dog clearly had. When we left off, you had just finished solving
a door puzzle.
So now both the top and the bottom entrances or exits of this chamber are open to you.
I don't know if we so much solved it as just moved things around until it worked.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Well, no, it wasn't
For
like
adventurers,
random.
that's solving. I think it's solving.
Yeah.
We had a theory.
Tries. Yeah.
A game theory? Sorry.
A game theory.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, man.
It's fine. I'll talk about game theory if you want me to, but I'd rather think we have other things to do tonight.
I don't remember. Did I write this down? Something about where the tracks were leading. There was one track had people tracks, and then one had dog.
Yeah. Which door was closed to begin with?
The top one was closed. Yeah. The upper one was closed. The people tracks were heading down this way. Back by Chamber 4.
Oh, right, in Chamber 4.
The animal tracks were heading up this way.
So you saw, were they newish or they old tracks?
The people were older. The animal were newer.
Okay.
You also see animal tracks heading down this way. Because you don't see any heading up this way because the door was locked.
Okay. Oh. Wait, don't see any heading up that way?
You can't because the door was locked. Nobody.
So wait, I thought that the animal. Where did the animals go?
This way.
So where were the people tracks?
This way.
Oh, at the previous. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The people did
Well,
not come this way.
got it. Right, 'cause we
Probably
were
why
gonna
the
double
door
back.
wasn't
Yeah.
open.
We were we were
'Cause I'm
gonna double
looking for
back.
doggy.
Yeah.
All right, I would like to
I
go.
have actually thought about this sometimes.
What?
We trust you.
About like what would be open because people already
Oh.
were here.
Are we not going to investigate this door we just opened?
But dog.
Well, I'm happy to follow, but it seems to me that if we are interested enough in this to mess about with the door, we might as well try going this way, but I'm happy to follow on this
I figure we
particular
can always
occasion.
double back. If I would rather find the dog before it steps in tar.
That's a
That's
fair idea.
I'm going.
Oops. Oh no, I
I'm
drew.
moving.
On
I'm
Select
still
your
looking
character
for
first.
druidic, by the way. I guess
Uh,
the people didn't come this way, but
You see, actually, as you enter this room, you see a few things. I would like you to roll a luck check first of all, Willow.
oh god, okay.
And I just remind you that it is Journey's practice to do investigation at each room, I guess, technically.
Yep.
7.
7. You do see. Actually, let me see how many. I told you there were like 8 animals. Oh, jeez, that's so many.
I thought.
Hmm?
I thought there were fewer than that. Hold
Fewer
on.
than that, great. I think I said 8.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, you did say
I
8.
said
Yeah.
I
That's what
fully
it says.
said 8.
That's what I've written down.
Yeah.
And I've only found one of the guy's dead dogs.
Yeah, you found one of the
Yeah.
guy's dead dogs. Actually, you know what? Yeah. That's the luck check was not great. Is
The luck
the
check
thing.
was not great.
The luck check was not great. You know what? I think that I will actually, but the circumstances of this room means that it probably actually doesn't matter. You see a field, a very carefully laid out field. It's lit with more of those strange lights over like a field of crops. It seems like the irrigation system is still working because like it appears to be well watered. It just nothing has been really pruned. You do see 8 animals.
All of them?
All of them. Where else would
Holy
they have
crap.
gone? They had
I
nowhere
didn't
else
know
to
that
go.
they would have all gone in the same group.
Actually, no. You see 6.
Okay.
You see 6. I think I said a couple of them didn't make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that.
You see 6.
Okay.
You see 6 animals, 6 dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria, and they are eating. They are like gorging themselves on this delicious food.
The cat star?
Cats eat plants all the time.
They do? Oh, I mean, like, yeah, but not like the same way. They don't like eat it.
Maybe it's a meat plant, I don't know.
Ew, that's terrifying.
They seem to be eating.
This was, after all, belonged to some god of nature or agriculture. This whole thing is based around agriculture. If you've got divine magic in here, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that these crops could be supernaturally nutritious.
I guess.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm a little unsettled by the 6 cats and dogs peacefully eating.
They aren't like all together, but they're like scattered across the field, but all they're all doing great. You Journey, you see a sort of in this area, you see like a door, a shed.
Ooh.
I also still have detect magic up, by the way.
Divine magic.
Cool.
Like faint divine glow from the crops, divine glow, like divine arcane glow from the biolamps. A little bit. It's like you mostly see that's like maintenance magic.
Mm-hmm.
like to keep it running. Nothing particularly, except the crops themselves, which is a little weird. You do see a druidic message. There's a lot of things to get to. Yeah, you see a druidic message that says, "Welcome to." I forgot what the. Let me see what else is going on in here. There's too many rooms in this place.
Take your time.
Yeah, no worries.
It says, "Welcome to the quarter field."
The what?
The quarter field?
Quarter.
As in 1/4.
Yes.
Okay. Quarter.
Welcome to the quarter field.
Mm-hmm.
You will find. You will find what we grow to be of very good underlined quality.
Very good quality. Interesting.
This is again very old writing,
Mm-hmm.
not more modern writing.
I do love, I gotta say, the
Mrs.
irony of all these welcome signs that only a select few people can read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, it's
there are also
entirely possible
signs in
that
Dwarven.
right,
Nobody can read Dwarven.
right, yeah. And to be fair, when this was made, perhaps Druidic was much more common.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Actually,
Maybe.
Willow, make a. No, your perception's really good. This is the same handwriting that you've been seeing. This is
the
one
newer
person's.
one or the
The
older
older one has been the same.
Okay, I was assuming so.
Yeah, it's one person writing all these druidic messages.
Okay, so we've got one druid who likes leaving secret messages.
Ancient peoples were just people, guys. Thinking about them. Thinking about
The
them
ancient peoples.
Not a lot
foremost
of.
from my ancient
I
city.
would expect there to be more of like what my druidic messages have been, which are Willow was here.
Tags.
I love that Willow is here.
Willow was here.
So we see a bunch of cats and dogs.
How many of each?
There are 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a jackalope.
A
Oh.
jackalope.
A jackalope?
Kind of a actually,
And
yeah,
none of the
jackalope type
cats
beast.
have tried to eat the jackalope?
No.
Oh.
If you get closer, you do see that the jackalope has very sharp teeth.
Oh.
Very sharp horns.
Teeth.
Hmm.
I don't like that.
Holy Grail rabbit, much?
I'm going to go investigate the door that I saw the shed.
Hey, there wouldn't be any cats in here if people kept their cats indoors like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Willow's gonna deliver all these cats back to their owners with a very stern message.
Stop destroying the local ecosystem with your cats. Also, you probably have whatchamacallit. What is it? The parasite that gives you crazy cat lady.
Brainworm
What's
of
it
Make You
called?
Cat Lady.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
It's that's a hold on.
I didn't know
Now I
that
have
was
to
a
look
thing.
Journey, there's like a place.
Toxoplasmosis.
Toxoplasmosis. There's a space where a padlock would potentially be on this shed door, but there's not one. So you're able to open the door.
We're going to see a bunch of farming implements, I imagine.
Yep, it's a shed.
It's a shed.
You also see seeds. You don't see any watering it seems that the
yeah.
irrigation system is entirely self-sustaining.
Yeah.
Wow.
What kind of plants we got down here?
Let's see,
Yeah.
what do we have? You see, there's like a row or so of sort of like dark purple berries. They look a little like black raspberries, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
A row of black raspberries. There are a few cabbages. Like I believe Ellie, maybe Journey found earlier. One of you found it earlier.
I think it was Journey.
Okay.
It was Journey.
There's a cabbage.
Yes.
There's a few cabbages.
Outdoor cabbage. Yeah.
What else did they have? You see like this strange plant that looks like it's growing almost like a pineapple, but it's like small ears of corn kind of branching off from the leaves.
Wait.
I don't know how to describe it.
Like, because a pineapple is an underground thing. So, like, aloe shaped?
Yeah, like aloe shaped. But there's like little corns.
Interesting.
Aloe corn.
It's my weird plants. You also see now like growing fully up the walls, beans and tomatoes.
Mm. I'm familiar with the tomato curse.
Huh?
Tomato curse?
Here's the thing about tomatoes. Once you plant them in your garden, you will never get rid of them. You can tear them up, they'll come back. They've dropped their
see.
seeds, and they will always grow in your garden, and you will have more tomatoes than you know what to do with.
Well, the other day, my dad harvested a bunch of accidental potatoes from his garden, which he did
Interesting.
not plant this past year, but which were planted like a year or two ago.
That's a little bit weirder.
Interesting.
We always have too many cucumbers.
Mm.
My mom hung a bucket of them from the mailbox with a sign that said free cucumbers because we didn't know what to do with them.
You know what? There's also squash. There's also big blue squash.
Blue squash.
Yes. Big blue squash.
Can I would
Like
like
a
to
winter
take
squash, like a gourd.
Yeah.
Nice.
The jackalope is stuffing its face into one of these gourds.
I would like to take some of the seeds that are in like the shed.
All
Just
right.
like handfuls of each one.
Sure. Mark.
And then also I'll mark
them down. Also as agar seeds.
what are they?
AGAHR.
You've got
Agar
cabbages, tomatoes, beans, gourd, raspberry, and corn.
I would like to harvest some of the stuff, some of the fruits
I
and
also
such.
wanted to.
Absolutely, you are able to do so. Actually, roll sleight of hand. Anyone who wants to go for the raspberries, roll sleight of hand.
Interesting.
Can it be nature/survival?
No, it's sleight of hand.
Okay. Interesting. But listen, I've lived in the forest and the thickets and have had practice reaching in to grab crazy things.
You can
That's
do it with
nature.
advantage, but I think it is sleight
Okay.
of hand. I don't think it's nature.
Mine was
I rolled 2 12s. So it's a 14.
Mine was 12 with my bonus.
Does Journey go for any raspberries?
No, I don't think so. I think Journey is like, okay, there's a bunch of food here. Yeah.
The two nature kids. Woohoo!
Each of you take 1 point of damage from the thorns.
Ow.
I can't believe the plants would hurt me like this.
I can't believe they would betray you like this.
Does anyone eat any of them?
Yeah, I pop a raspberry in my mouth to see if they're any good.
You heal 1 point.
Oh, they're
Healing
good
raspberries?
They're good blackberries.
Oh.
They're very good.
Very
quality.
good.
Good. Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, I am
waiting.
shoveling many of them. Wait. That doesn't work. No, does the magic... Hold on. Do these... Okay, so normal good berries lose their magic healing after whatever, many hours. And then they're just berries. Do we think that that will be the case here?
You don't know.
Hey, so... Okay.
Only one way to find
Okay,
out.
here's the thing. I have a jar of bugs. Yes?
Yeah?
I dump out my bugs. I put some dirt into my jar.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to repot a blackberry or a raspberry into my jar.
Okay.
I also have seeds of those now. I
The,
think.
Yeah, but like this is funner.
the
That's
bugs
true.
start
Berries.
eating these berries.
I think they're probably all dead.
The
They've
bugs
been in
are
the
probably
jar
dead.
for a
Yeah, they have
while.
been in the jar.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't give them air. You don't give them air in the jar.
They have
They're
air,
just-
they just don't have
Okay.
food.
Okay, yeah. There are probably a bunch of dead bugs. I think the jackalope starts eating bugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
The jackalope.
Yeah.
The
You heard me.
I'm very concerned by the eating habits of all of these animals.
I know.
A jackalope is 2 different herbivores in one animal. I'm very scared of this creature.
Have I ever seen a jackalope before?
I think you have seen them.
Okay.
I think they are pretty common.
Is this normal
the Court of
jackalope
Fire.
behavior?
The ones that live around the Court of Fire, absolutely, they will scavenge for whatever they need. They have grown the sharp teeth to avoid being preyed upon. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's some animals, and they're eating. And this one's rabbit shaped. I should like this. I should be happy. I need to turn Jess off. Jess is having Wallace and Gromit Bunnicula flashbacks.
God, Bunnicula, my friend Bunnicula.
Wallace and Gromit scared me very badly as a child.
Me too.
The
Or
were
Curse of the
rabbit,
Were-Rabbit
just
or
the
whatever.
whole thing?
The were
All
the
of
were
it?
All of
rabbit.
it.
For me it was the were rabbit.
It was all of it.
I see.
Yeah, okay. Wow, this is just like my bestie heart.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I able
Mark
to
down that you
repot my
have-
plant?
You have, yeah, mark down that you have it. Did you scoop up the dirt
Yes.
from here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
And then I guess I need to roll animal handling on these guys.
Yeah.
Can I
think I am
assist?
gonna
Yeah.
spot whatever the chosen food of each of these animals is, get a selection of that so I can bribe them to come with me if all else fails.
Alright. Roll animal handling with advantage.
Okay. For all of them?
Yeah, just all in one.
All in one. Okay. Come on, dice. You've been doing bad. $12. Why are my dice shitty tonight?
All of the dogs come over to you.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, All right. Dogs are my friends. I have rope. I'm gonna just loop it. Do they have collars?
Yes.
I'm gonna just tie bits of rope around each of their
Uh-oh.
collars. So I have sort of makeshift leashes.
All right. You are able to do so. They are very friendly guys.
For
Okay.
for my cats, I'm no. Here's what I'm gonna do. For my I'm gonna wild shape into a cat.
The dogs look very confused.
Yeah, well,
I can help with the dogs for now
you
while
hold the
Willow
dogs.
tries. I'll hold the dogs.
The dogs stop being confused when you start to play with them. They are very
Yes.
happy to have
Yeah,
you
I
around.
am messing around with the dogs
Yeah.
and just absolutely having a good time.
Okay, I go to the cats. I say in cat language, basically like, I'm gonna get you out of here and back home, but I need you to follow.
Will there be meat?
Sorry?
Can we get meat?
Yes, I actually have some with me.
Grrr. You have meat. They sniff you, and it doesn't smell
Not
like you have meat because
not
you're in a
in
cat
this
form.
form. When I turn back into a two legs.
Yeah.
Fucking warriors.
I will have
You mean
meat.
a person?
Yep. When I turn back into a half orc person, I will have meat, and when we get back into town, I can find you fish.
Fish.
Yeah.
Fish. All right.
You have to come with
Oh,
me, okay?
do I still smell like fish? It's been like 8 hours, but
I
I
don't
haven't.
think you smell like fish.
Doubt
Okay.
it.
Would Journey let himself go around smelling like fish?
You know, that is a very good. Yeah, no, I was thinking we hadn't really had a place and time to wash, but I don't think that would stop him
We took
No.
we took that long rest.
in the middle of a nobleman's field.
Yeah, he could have snuck in and used the bathroom.
I'm sure we have some water and Journey has soap, so
Yeah.
that probably would have been enough.
Okay. So the cats are gonna
Mhm.
follow.
The cats have agreed to follow. That was a
Okay.
good gambit.
Okay. I undo wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I go over to the jackalope.
The jackalope has since you called over the dogs. The jackalope has been just looking at you.
I cast animal friendship,
All right.
and
I just
I'm
want
able
to
to
see what
convince
animal
this
friendship.
beast it mean it no harm. If the does this rabbit have an intelligence of 4 or higher?
No.
Okay, then I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
That was a
What's
nat one.
Yeah, he's charmed.
The jackalope snuggles up next to you.
Cool. I scoop it up.
It starts to make a purring sound.
Good.
What? What?
I've
It's like a
accepted this
weird.
jackalope.
It's like a weird. It's a weird sound, but it's a content sound.
I feel
It
like
is
I've
a
heard
weird little
rabbits
animal.
rumble before.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's a rabbit rumble.
Yeah.
Are you ready to
My
rumble?
dog purrs. Like a
Good.
weirdo. Sort of.
Little Milo.
Oop. Yep, I'm ready. I have my animals.
Yeah, you've got all your animals.
You got
I
all
Everyone
of
look
put
at
them.
down.
the 3 dogs I've got on a leash, the 2 cats following me, and the rabbit I'm holding, and I'm like, does anybody want to hold an animal?
I can help. I'm already like grabbing some of the. I think. I'm
Can you
trying to
guys
think
maybe
if
pick up the
yeah,
cats?
I would pick up one of the cats at the very least, maybe 2 if I
Roll
can.
animal handling.
Can I
Yeah,
help?
it's a cat.
Can I
Yeah.
help by, like, holding up a piece of meat and giving it to the cats
Yeah, you
and
can help.
pointing at Ellie?
Yeah, you can help.
One of them's a nat 20.
Okay. Not a major. But yeah, the cats leap up onto your shoulders, both of them.
Hee hee.
Damn, nice.
Yes.
Because I was a little worried, like, they said they were gonna follow, but there's tar, and cats are notorious for going where they should not.
Yeah, I will hold the cats.
Cool. Journey, would you like to take a dog?
Do the dogs look very like these dogs haven't been on a walk in a while? Are they interested in following us?
I mean, they're on leashes.
Are they connected to someone?
I think Ellie is
Yeah,
holding the leash at the moment.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
holding
yeah.
at least one of them.
I've probably got the other
There's
2.
Okay.
yeah.
I think if the 2 of you are going to have your hands full, at least one of us should have our hands free in case of,
Okay,
All right.
fair enough.
incidents.
No, it's fair enough.
Should we? I was gonna
That's
say maybe we should take the dogs back first, but I don't trust this guy to not just put them back through. I mean, technically my part of the job is done.
You could leave and like go back to town and come back.
We could.
it is like nighttime or it's evening.
It is evening. It is
It
night.
is evening. Yeah. Maybe in the morning.
Because we do have to backtrack a bit anyway if we want to see the where the people tracks
Yeah,
went.
I will say we just put a lot
As
of
well as the door.
effort into getting these animals here when they were perfectly happy and relatively safe in this room. If we're not going to do anything with them, we should probably leave them here so they don't get into any further trouble.
Why? But she just did all those magics.
Yes, you did. So maybe we should take them out now.
Yes, I
At
think
the
so too.
at the very least, you should. I will be happy to wait down here so that this gentleman does not think we are abandoning our supposed promise to investigate this labyrinth.
I mean, we didn't really promise anything. We've done investigating. He just said bring back whatever he finds.
I have to check something because I'm
I
trying to
didn't
remember.
sign anything.
Right, you didn't sign anything. I'm trying to remember what Journey said because that's important. Um, uh,
I know what I said was I just need to go down and get the animals.
He also promised if you are unable to retrieve the animals, you will be paid a sum of 500 gold per animal unable to be retrieved.
Well, I'm gonna tell him about his
Though his
bloodhound.
dogs don't count in that.
Well, I'm gonna tell him I found a dead dog and I'm missing 2. So
Okay,
he doesn't know that that's not a lie.
that's fair.
No.
I
and
just
to be
wanted
fair,
to
we don't.
double to make sure that his dogs are not included in your number.
Yeah. We do not know for certain that that dog we found was his.
I
It's
mean,
not
it
like
was
it had.
probably his. It was a bloodhound. Were any of the dogs I was looking for bloodhounds?
No.
Okay, so it was pretty.
Well,
Well,
okay.
they some of them looked to be like sort of like bloodhound mutts, but these were purebred pedigree bloodhounds. They even had the tusks to prove it.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, bloodhounds have tusks.
They
Problem?
do? Are you lying to me?
In Chthon, they do.
Oh, okay.
It's my fantasy world, and I get to say the dogs get weird.
Where? Hold on. I'm looking at a picture of a bloodhound right now. They're mostly jowls. Where are the tusks? How?
You know.
How? I don't even know where its mouth is. It's all upper lip. Where's this guy's mouth at?
Maybe the Chthon ones look a little different.
Okay.
Or maybe
All
the
right.
jowls just fall around the tusks.
I guess. Ow.
I love making shit up. I love making things up. It's great. Highly
You
Do
know,
you require
it's like
any?
in Penumbra podcast, the rabbits in the sewers.
Yeah.
And the cat with its standard, like, what is it, like 3 eyes and scorpion
3
tail or
eyes and
something?
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Mars
exactly
cat,
like that.
you know.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would take for you to bring these animals back to their respective owners? And is the jackalope a wild thing or a pet?
It's a pet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like an hour to get here and I was going slow, right?
Yeah. It was about an hour to get here. I think you've been in the labyrinth for around probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at this point.
Okay.
That makes
Wow, really?
We did some poking around.
an hour and a half.
So if we go straight
Investigation
back,
takes time.
It does.
if I go straight back without poking around, and then just straight back to town, return these animals to their owners, or at least put them somewhere safe,
And
then
give them
come
the
back,
promised fish.
give them the promised fish, obviously, and I give the cats a look.
They understand the word fish.
I give them a thumbs up, which they probably don't understand because they're cats, but it's the
They
thought that
don't have
counts.
thumbs.
They understand the
Yeah.
word fish.
Some cats have thumbs.
Some cats have thumbs, and they're very cute.
They're the best. I love polydactyl cats.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the game plan? Or
I think so. I mean, I came here
Yeah.
for the pets. I don't want to just leave them here.
the alternative is we could just continue walking around the labyrinth, but I don't think that would be a very good idea.
Seems
Don't want
unsafe,
to get
especially
them
like
hurt.
juggling all these animals.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a lot of time to kill before our
Very
boat
well.
is here, so
I
what's the harm?
shall wait down here for you to return
In this room?
at the very least. Not in this room. No, I'll wait at the entrance.
Okay.
I'll come with
That
you at
makes sense.
least that far. But
Okay. Can
it
we
is fascinating down here.
montage
kidding.
the trip back?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You get up. It is like the middle of the night. Well, it's not. It's like
Late evening.
it's like late evening. Yeah. I feel like you probably get into town at around.
We started at sunset.
Started around
Mhm.
sunset. I feel like, and it is summer. So
Well, we spent 8 hours in.
So like 10 p.m.
yeah, you get to town around 10 p.m.
Cool.
Sunset was probably around 8:30.
I go to all of
Yeah, you get to town around 10:30.
the houses.
Roll a luck check.
Oh god, is this to see if their owners are awake?
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I'll bang on their door until they are.
Take your dog.
8.
8. None of them were awake until you woke them up.
I ring the doorbell and I keep ringing until the door opens.
No
Have your
electricity.
dog.
Hello.
And the dogs probably start barking.
The dogs
I
do
have your
start
pet.
barking.
I don't remember which one's yours.
That one. Oh, it's so good to see you again. Oh, you've been very naughty. Thank you so much, dear.
Yes, of course. What is the
What did I-
amount?
What did I say?
You said
Uh,
20.
She hands you 20. They hand you 20 gold.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
A few people hand you 10, which I think was the
Okay,
agreed.
wait. I need the act. Yeah, that was the agreement.
Yeah.
So 2 people you're able to convince to give you 20. You have 6. No, you have 6. 2 people you're able to convince to give you 20. Those are the cat ladies.
Okay, and I run down to the docks first and grab, or I find some. I'm sure there's some vendor around. We're in
Yeah.
the ocean town.
No
You
worries.
get some fish.
Yeah, you can absolutely get some fish. Roll another luck check. I just want to see something.
No.
Okay. It was like if it were a nat
Luck,
20, it would
no.
be.
It's a 4.
Yeah, no. But you're able to find some fish. No worries. This was just an encounter luck check.
Oh, for
For Roland.
what's his face?
Yeah, for Roland.
Roland.
But you don't see Roland.
So
You're able to get the catfish. You get 20. 2 people give you 20. 3 people give you 10. And a young tiefling woman, who's probably within a few years of you, answers the door when you've got the jackalope left. She is extremely edgy teen looking.
Oh my god.
She has purple skin. She's got massive rings of eyeliner. I think she was awake. She just didn't answer the door for a little bit to make it seem like she wasn't. But she scoops up the jackalope in her arms and says, Lufficus, master of the undead, where have you been? Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. You know what? Shit. Let me see. I can never give you enough to thank you for bringing this little monster home. But let's see what I have for you. She hands you a sack with 40 gold.
Hoo hoo.
And our kids. Damn, I think I want her to give you funny fantasy drugs, but I can't think of one.
Mushrooms.
No, I don't think it's mushrooms. I think it's like
fantasy weed.
It's like fantasy weed, but I can't think of something in time. But you know what? I'll think of something over the next week. But she gives you some fantasy. She gives you 1 dose of fantasy weed.
Great. I already have poisonous plants with me. What if I store them in the same? It's like roulette.
Dream blunt rotation.
1 dose fantasy weed.
It is not magic mushrooms. Magic mushrooms are very well known in Chthon, but this is definitely not that. This is weed.
Oh, can
Like
it be like? Can it be like pipeweed, like in The Hobbit, where they
That's just
call
tobacco.
It's
it?
not.
Yeah, I know, but they call it weed, which would be very funny.
You know what? Sure, they call it weed. I feel like I have to differentiate this from Journey's smoking tobacco.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it would also be really funny if they called it the same thing and it means 2 completely different things.
That would be funny.
But I'll come up with something later.
Okay.
Yeah. This edgy tiefling thanks you very much for bringing back her weird fucked up pet.
Cool. I smile winningly and take my
Give me
shit
just
ton
a
of
second.
gold.
Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you smile winningly, she lifts you up and down. in town for
It's
a while
not that.
longer?
It's not that winningly. My charisma's 0. I just want to be
I know.
clear.
She still does this. She leans up against the door holding the jackalope to her.
Oh my god.
Shit, man. It's late. Sorry, ass, but like, you know where I live. Sorry, that's also. I'm digging myself into a deeper grave. Thanks again. She does finger gun.
I think
My
Willow's
God.
just standing, awkwardly, not sure what to say to that. I finger gun back.
Yes!
I don't know how to. I've never done it before, but I do it back, and I just sort of.
She also
And then I
backs
turn into
away.
a peregrine falcon and leave.
I will.
What?
Holy
Oh,
shit!
right.
She
Bye.
rubs her eyes. Am I fucking high?
No, she just does that.
Oh, you're still with me?
No.
I thought I was.
Oh, Ellie's with you.
I thought I was. This whole time I thought I was.
Oh.
I didn't say where I was gonna be, so
That's really.
I
That
just
makes
kind
this
of
really funny.
I was holding the cats. I was holding the
That
cats,
makes
so I
this really
assumed
funny.
I was going.
I love this.
Wait, that makes it so much more funny. Okay,
Yeah, thank God.
Here's the thing. I turned into a peregrine falcon because in my panic, I forgot that Ellie was standing there.
Yeah, I think that
And then I
tracks.
sheepishly go back, and once he's walked away from the house, land next to him and turn back into a person.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Did you panic?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you even do with that?
I mean, I just do what you did and did the finger guns, but I don't turn into a peregrine falcon.
Yeah, but you have to leave, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
if you're not interested, you have to run away.
I mean, you don't have to run away.
Then how do you get out of it?
You good night, and then you walk away.
Okay. But, I mean, I did that, sort of.
You did your best, Willow.
Eh.
Come on, we got to get back to Journey. He's probably losing his mind just sitting there.
I was the only person my age in the singing wood, Ellie.
I know. You're doing great. You're doing great, Willow.
I have 3 friends.
Oh.
You think I have many more? I have you guys yawning. That's about it.
I guess I would count my friend. Yeah, I have 3
Yeah,
friends.
who was the
My friends
third?
are Journey, Ellie, and then Wordbinder.
Okay, yeah. My first thought was Yarrow is the third.
Oh, Yarrow's my
Yarrow doesn't
it's
count.
more than that. It's better. Oh, I guess I should
better.
also count
Best
Heart.
friend. Best friend.
Heart.
Yeah, you're friends with you're friends with like a god.
Yeah, and I think Frog is my friend.
I think.
Yeah, I think Frog is your friend. You have a lot of friends, Willow.
I have a lot of friends. They all just sort of
A
happened,
saint
though.
is your friend. You're friends with a saint.
Who's the saint?
Wordbinder, third Zoo.
Oh.
Third
yeah.
Zoo is like a saint. Essentially.
That's cool.
Like one of the oldest disciples of Namat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we go back.
Yeah. Journey's probably losing his mind just sitting there.
Journey, do you do anything?
I think this is not a character that has a book with them. I don't think.
You can loot
Hold on.
houses.
I don't know if B&E is Journey's MO.
I think what
I mean, you're in the cellar. Is the guy still in the cellar?
I think what actually
is he in the cellar
happens.
or is still in the labyrinth?
I'm hanging out in. I went up briefly to address the servant who I think was going to be there. I don't remember. No, the servant was going to be there in the morning, whatever. I think you will you will hear Journey before you see him, because there is the sound of pan flute music echoing through what I imagine is the good acoustics of this labyrinth.
Yeah.
Nice.
And when you arrive to see him, he's sitting with a in progress King of Cans game set against himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And at some point, he's probably still like half staring at it, but has
Mhm.
started to play music.
Nice.
Very
And in the
cool.
meantime, it's like, he's like, he's sitting, he's with one leg, propped up against the wall,
Mhm.
he's leaning against the wall, one leg propped up, the other one straight out, kind of looking, very, very kind of casual music player style,
Cool
right?
guy.
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought of that. No, it's it's a comfortable position.
Yeah.
But
Not saying it's not.
is this a song you two have heard before? I I think it's a song. I think he's been trying a song he hasn't tried playing on the pan flute before. Arek does not know the title right now, but I don't
Okay.
think it's known to either of you.
Okay.
It's
So.
it, it, ha- it has a title in Elvish
Oh no.
that
Is
translates
it?
to those times when we continue to unearth with a shovel a dearth in space, and it says that several times.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Yeah, that makes
Translated
tried to
loosely
write
into
that down,
common,
but I
it's
give up.
I am digging a hole.
I'm gonna get you. I'm
Oh.
gonna get you in real.
No, that entire thing was just a joke. I have no idea. No, it's
Sounds like Pumpkin Hill.
it might be some song about actually probably the the great place that Rome once was.
Mm.
Mm.
I feel
You
like
know,
Mm.
Journey has been sitting for the past, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, who knows, sitting in an abandoned, once thriving city.
Mm.
And I think that has struck a particular sense of kind of almost, melancholy for him. Not
Mm.
like a deep one, but,
Just like, huh.
Back
yeah.
before it split in half with the Byzantine Empire. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Welcome. Journey will
Success.
begin putting things away. Shall we continue then? I spent a little bit of time redrawing over those areas of the map that I had made to try and make them more accurate, given what little we had done. I didn't think you would be very pleased with me if I decided to explore areas not yet seen by the three of us together on my own. But
No, that would be not your smartest move.
I suppose not. No. Would you like to? I'm assuming we started at room number 1 and walked our way through to room 4 again, which is where the first choice is. And I'm like, shall we try for one of the other paths? Given what I saw from the room up ahead that went a little bit upwards, this might not be much space if we head in the leftmost pathway. I have very little information about the rightmost pathway. And of course, up ahead, there's a path we have not explored, as well as that dead end.
Wait, what?
Yeah, very confusing. From here,
So
there is... Oh, shit. From here, there is a pathway up we have not explored.
Right, which is the door
This
we
way was a
opened.
dead end. We have not explored this way or this way. Do we want to
Right,
try
and the dogs
exploring that
were...
way
Oh, wait,
first, or
how
do we
do I
want to
draw
try
it?
and go one of the other ways? This way probably has very little space because we saw everything that was here, and then over here we saw that there was a passageway that went up and then left that away.
How do I
So
do an arrow?
space-wise,
the ruler.
Ruler.
yeah, it's above the little
Um,
d20.
This way
Yeah.
was where the tracks were, the people tracks.
Right.
Okay.
Believe so.
Well, I figure people tracks are interesting, but whatever was where the people tracks were going, if there was anything to find, they would have already found it, presumably.
Perhaps. I'd like, there's a fairly obvious hole in my map, and I kind of want to complete it. Journey gestures to the left path. If it seems like it will be winding for too long, I'd be happy to turn back at some point, but I would like to at least begin investigating that way a little.
Sure. It'll be
Yeah, I
easy to find.
figure.
It'll be easy to find our way, or at least this will be a marker, as well as the room with the puzzle. So it shouldn't be too hard to find our way
Indeed.
back here.
I also have the Wanderer feat,
Right.
so
Yes.
I can make
Yep.
my way.
Sorry, I had to.
Absolutely excellent.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, I guess we go up.
Up and over.
you're going up this way.
Wait, that's
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Um,
Still, I guess I
what
do
journey make
another
me?
detect magic.
You just the normal shit.
Cool.
The normal investigation check?
The normal like lights for the detect magic. Investigation check, yes. Actually, everyone
Okay.
make a perception check.
Oh.
I would like it if
Am
my
I
dice would be
making
nice
that
and
in
tiny.
addition to...
No, just
Okay.
do the perception for now.
Just the perception, okay. That is a natural 20.
Woo!
For a total of 21.
That's gonna be a 9.
16.
Journey, you see it first, but Willie, you also see it. In the chamber, when you reach like the edge of chamber 5, you don't see anything until there. Just little bits. If you go down this little fork, you see just a dead end. Nothing of interest. You see, Journey, you see a spot on the floor that is broken. And you don't see, you see darkness underneath that spot.
Careful now. There's a hole here. Is that... Wait, where's that here? Is that here? Where is that?
That's here.
That's here.
And with that nat 20, you see spikes at the bottom. You see the glint of spikes.
There's a pit trap here.
Cool.
It's a fairly simple one.
Not a very good trap if you can just sort of see it.
You see.
Maybe it was triggered.
You see what
Yeah.
triggered the trap.
It's a dog.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Is it one of my
Oh, this
dogs?
was a trigger
No.
trap.
It's one of the guy's dogs.
It's one of the guy's dogs.
Bloodhound.
It seems to be like it seems like it fell through the floor. It seems like it's like you step on the floor and the floor falls away.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go back. It doesn't grow back because that's not how floors work. Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look like the rest of the Can I make an investigation check
Yes,
to see
you
whether
may.
the rest of the floor is like
I can also
similar?
detect traps, find traps, if
Oh.
you want me
Oh,
to, but
right.
that is a spell.
Make your
Maybe-
investigation check.
I have done. I don't think Journey knows that Willow can do that.
No,
'Cause
because
Journey's not.
we were all discussing my spells.
Oh, right, I remember that. Journey may have forgotten in the past 3 hours. So Journey begins by doing this. Journey's happy to do it later if it is resuggested. My investigation's 14.
You think probably it's the whole floor.
I'm going to put some pressure with my hand down on another section in front.
It goes
just to test. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't.
like a
I think
little
this
bit,
is.
and then once you start putting more weight on it.
Is there anything on the walls of this room?
No, there is not actually.
I'm gonna put my own message. I'm gonna write a druidic message that says "Pit trap, do not walk here," and then I'm gonna also write it in common.
Where are you writing it?
I put it all over the walls.
Of
Big.
this whole passage
Yeah, well, at the end here,
over here.
like where I'm standing.
Okay, sounds good.
Right before the pit trap happens.
Fair.
And I write the common one. Druids will spot the druidic automatically. The common one I write humongous.
All right.
And then I think I back up and I scribble it on the floor too.
like a road sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Road, do not work ahead.
The road does not work ahead.
Caution. Floor turns into spikes.
Caution, road not work ahead.
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
I'm in the walls.
Journey.
Yeah, I'm in the walls.
Journey's busy being in the walls.
Journey is in your walls. Journey is in your walls. I love that brings you joy.
Alrighty.
Okay, where are we
So you
going next?
reconvene in space
Room
4, and you're heading up.
I think we're gonna head.
When we open that door.
Yeah, we are gonna head through the upper door in room 6.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still looking for druidic, and I guess I'm still looking for also
Lots and lots
whatever
of
magic.
passages.
You don't see any other magic other than the lights. You see, there's not a lot actually as you wind down these passageways. You see in some of the offshoots there are there's a house or two. Yeah.
No treasure chests.
No treasure chests. It's just people's houses.
No treasure.
Until you reach.
Seeing this curved wall, and given what we saw of room 3, I'd like Journey to be able to make some kind of roll to possibly intuit the general shape of this city.
Check.
Can I assist with my wanderer feat?
Sure.
Which allows me to always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and features.
So does that give me advantage, or you make your own roll? Okay. Advantage. Okay. Intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
A check. That's going to be 17.
17? Yeah, it's a circle.
Nice.
Circular.
It's a circular labyrinth.
Okay. I'm gonna make that note on the map, basically circular. Okay. Thanks, Willow. That does make sense. Oh, hello.
When you reach that little
Bugs?
part, you
Bugs.
see 3 little mechanical creatures. And in front of them, a boat, a very small boat, and a river. You can see the opposite bank. So that like the river starts about here.
Okay.
And you can see it ends here.
Are we talking like a river-sized river or like a creek?
It's pretty big,
Where does
Oh.
end?
and you can't see it ends. Let me draw. I can draw things. It ends. It kind of goes to here.
So it's that wide?
Yeah, it's river lake type. You see a span of water
It is a span of water.
and a boat. There's a boat over here. That's the boat.
Cool.
You see a
Okay.
span of water,
So
you
it's-
see a boat, and you see 3 mechanical critters.
Wait, is the boat behind them?
The boat is like in front of them, like resting by the water.
Okay.
But
Oh,
like,
they are facing the river, not us.
They're facing the river. The
Okay.
so
three,
it is in between, behind them in relation to us.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. You see that the 3 creatures are it's like a little mechanical tomato sprout in a tiny pot, a mechanical tomato beetle, and a mechanical ladybug. You see
Are they
on the
like
wall.
actual bug-sized, or are they bigger?
They're like hand sized. They're not bug sized. They're like
Could
toy
hold
sized.
hold in your hand.
They're toy
Okay.
sized essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But they're all mechanical. None of them are real. Are organic. And you
Do
see a sign written in Dwarven
Shit.
on the wall.
Should have
Willow,
bought like a dwarven dictionary in town.
you also do
Yeah.
see, Willow, a druidic message underneath that says LOL easy puzzle waste of our time. And then you see a
my
dash.
God.
It
And this
just
is the old writing?
Yeah, this is the old writing. This is actually a different handwriting than the other ones. This is a different handwriting than the other ones. And it's like
Okay.
waste of easy puzzle, waste of our time, and then a dash and the letter K.
Oh,
Okay.
written by K.
Interesting.
Or K sound, because druidic.
Do the little mechanical things look to be in like working functional condition?
They do. They are still for now.
Okay. Interesting. And then here's my other question. As we approach, I'm metagaming a little bit slightly. It looks like the passage where the other people went ends here.
Yeah.
Like dumps out here. Do we see the tracks continue?
You see the tracks.
Okay.
Yeah. The tracks approach
Cool.
the river.
Okay.
So the bugs are still okay then.
They're like they're not in motion, but they don't look to be like rusted.
Okay. Cool.
What happens when we approach them?
They still don't move.
They still don't
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go over here then.
Can we just go around them?
You can go around them. Sorry, I just like wanted to make sure that we knew they were there, and we needed tokens for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna like attack.
Does
They're not
this
attacking
liquid appear to be water?
It does appear to be water.
Investigation as per every room.
And detect magic.
There seems to be like faint magic around the bugs, arcane in nature. You would assume that it has to relate to the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Are you recasting detect magic or ritual
Yeah,
casting?
I did before we came in.
Okay, that's fair.
I like this.
I'm sorry. What type of magic was here? I'm sorry,
Arcane.
Nemo. Okay. Okay. Investigation of 17.
You
Again, huh?
You can't see From this angle, you can't see the exit
No,
to this chamber.
18.
Is
not seven.
See, all you can see is the span of water on the opposite shore.
Is the puzzle get in boat and go across river?
It's the I bet it's the weight puzzle. Arek thinking it's the weight puzzle, but
The what?
never. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Wait, so with the
There's a-
ladybug, it's a tomato beetle and a
a
tomato
tomato-
plant?
Yep.
Tomato plant.
Tomato beetle.
There's a passage over here.
Mhm.
This boat
That
will have
that
been here.
passage has the tracks of the other party.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This boat will have been here for however long this place has been closed off. I'm not sure how much I want to trust
Actually,
it immediately when there's another option.
sorry.
Yeah, can
I will
Yeah?
make another note about the boat. The boat also appears to have like a mechanical feature to it. It appears to be like a It also appears to be somewhat mechanical in nature.
so like it can go
Okay.
and come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can go and come back.
Do the
You
tracks
see
look like they get
Whoa.
in the boat?
you do see the tracks head over to where the boat is. You
Okay.
see actually on the boat you see a spot for one rower. And you see a little like you see a little spot that seems to be like magnetic. Like a little
Mhm.
circular raised platform that seems to be like about the size of the creatures.
Right.
The size of what?
The creatures.
Okay.
Oh.
I think
Is that
it's
3 spots
the
or 2
tomato
spots?
plant.
There's 2 spots.
Okay, one for a rower.
One for a rower, one for a creature. One for
Yeah.
a little mechanical.
So can
Oh.
people not get in? Like
One
all three
person
of us
can get
can't get in?
One
At a
person
time.
can't get in, and I think something different probably happens when you put each creature in.
Here is my suspicion. No, that doesn't make sense.
I hope I did this puzzle right because I really like this puzzle. It's a good puzzle to me.
Do we care to... Well, this boat is... It's interesting, and I'd love to apply myself to it, but do we want to see the path these people took beforehand, or shall we just continue onwards?
I mean,
Because this is... I imagine, given that these are the same tracks, it leads eventually back to that 3 passageway split.
right, so
I personally...
okay, looking at your map, we know where the room, okay, we know where this pathway goes. We know that this is a wall here, so we can probably intuit that this is not a huge distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we could just go.
Unless it,
backtrack really
did
quickly.
something like this.
Yeah,
But
but it
but
looks like it's
probably
getting
not.
crazy.
Jeez, I hate... What the fuck? Sorry. Stop doing this!
You're good.
What the fuck is going on? There we go. Okay. Sorry. I had... The thing had where it assumed I'd grabbed onto the map, and then I'd scrolled down so it was off the map, and then
Oh, no.
anytime I moved up, it would re-understand, oh yes, you're grabbed onto the map, so when I'd move my mouse to try and leave, it would go, oh, you're trying to move up, and it would go completely back down off the map. It was a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
It's good
You're
now.
good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
say we press on the tracks and then come back to this puzzle.
I agree.
I'm also interested. I'm also interested in this. So room.
You backtrack to room 7. You see an open doorway of a similar sort to the one that you solved, the puzzle. But you see instead you see instead 4 statues. set into the wall, and their hands are out, and they are each holding symbols. They are each holding holy symbols.
Ooh. Do we recognize any of them?
You do. You recognize. Let me see. One of them you definitely recognize as. Two of them you definitely recognize. One of them is Flint, the god of the forge.
God of what?
The
Flint,
forge.
the god of the forge.
Makes sense.
Who has in their hands a flint hammer. You see one of them is Aston. So it goes in this order. Flint is holding a hammer. Aston, who is holding an upside down goblet. Then you see a god holding that lock symbol that you found Dora with.
Ooh. Okay.
The one with the.
Lock.
Hold on.
And then the last
Okay.
one is.
The last one is a this one you know a little bit about. It seems to be like the older form of who now is worshipped as Naloon. You see this like sort of older variant holds a magic wand.
Okay. So, all right. I was gonna say interesting that the previous travelers were able to solve this with this forgotten god in the middle, but I guess it's a process of elimination.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Old form of
Naloon.
Naloon. Naloon. There's Naloon.
God.
Okay.
So this is the order of the symbols and the order of the gods. But yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Holding a flint, upside down goblet, a lock, and a magic wand.
Do the
Cool.
symbols appear to be movable?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the door's open.
Yeah,
But the
this
door
already
is
solved.
open. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's match the god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's match the god.
Yeah, it's match the god.
Which is
That's
why I was
cool.
excited when it was a forgotten god, but if the other ones are all known, then whatever.
And are there any types of words by these statues? Investigation of 15, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, and druidic looking.
You there is a druidic message in the first hand again, that first older hand, that says, it's like a quick little prayer written on the side of the, actually no, it's in the second, it's in the second hand. You see a like short little prayer, written on the side of the statue of Aston, the trickery god. And it says, may all my tricks never be found out until it is too late. And then a K again.
Hey, again.
There is no other writing in the chamber.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Get back here.
Are there any offerings in front of the statues?
No. These don't. The statues are
Okay.
like partially set into the wall.
Mm,
It appears that this was more puzzle than like shrine.
I see.
Yeah.
Do I have a lock symbol on my person? I have it written down in my bag of holding.
You took
I have two
either
symbols written down.
You either have the lock symbol itself, or you made a pressing of
I think
it
you made a
and
pressing
gave the
of it.
actual one. I
Right.
think you gave the actual one to Dora.
But
Yeah.
you do have the actual
I do have
heme
a
symbol.
I do
Yeah, you
have a
have this.
stone
Yeah,
vial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you have the heme symbol.
Yeah. Okay. I'm writing drawing next to the lock symbol, so
Yeah.
that
And you're able to follow the passage back out to
Yeah.
the town square chamber.
and we go. Ooh, this wall looks mighty comfortable to sit in. No, we find our way back. Okay, cool. Yay! Let's find our way back
Yeah.
to the other puzzle.
We-
Let's solve it.
Yes.
Is
Puzzle
this another
time.
nature puzzle?
So
Is this another nature puzzle?
Who's
I'm not
saying?
telling.
I want to get in the boat.
All right, Ellie, you get in the
Well,
boat.
you gotta put also a statue.
I know. I'm gonna grab one.
What do you grab?
Tomato.
Which tomato plant or tomato
Plant.
bug? Okay, I'll try the
Plant.
plant then.
Because everything here has been
yeah.
about plants and
Okay.
agriculture.
Then I'll try the plant then. I'll put the plant um in the little like slot that it's supposed to go in and sit in the boat.
All right. You put the plant into the slot. And the boat starts heading off.
Woo!
It takes you across the way. I'm not going to move the boat because it's a circle.
Yeah.
You get across the way with the tomato plant.
Okay.
If you see that the door over here is locked.
Okay.
And you see you see on the dock, a like button to release the boat to go back. And you see on the wall over here you see a do-over symbol on the wall. You see a restart symbol on the wall, like that arrow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Circle arrow.
Yeah, the circle arrow. It's like very pictograph. This one's not dwarven. This is just a pictograph. Yeah.
Okay.
Willow and Journey, you see the tomato beetle get eaten by the ladybug.
I was gonna say we have a thing that eats a thing, and okay, wait, but ladybugs don't eat tomato beetles, but they eat aphids.
Listen.
The tomato beetle ate the ladybug.
No, you said get eaten
ladybug.
by. Ladybug ate the tomato beetle.
Which happened?
The ladybug ate the tomato beetle. Tomato beetle is
Yeah, that's
gone.
what I thought.
We're just gonna go with it.
I was gonna say
because I'm sad. Listen.
What?
That's fine.
We're just gonna go with it.
I was gonna say we have a thing that eats a thing, and then a thing that eats another thing.
Chthon ladybug
so it's like
built different.
A food chain. We have a food chain.
Oh.
Ellie, yeah. So you see that happens.
I don't see that.
Ellie doesn't
it's probably
see that
far
happens
enough.
because it's far away.
It's far away, and I have my little torch. And I'm like, what's going on?
The ladybug ate the. Wait, they're mechanical. Where did it go?
It's inside. It's like I'm imagining it.
It probably it's like a nesting doll thing, but I bet.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a nesting doll.
Okay. Does that mean did we do the good thing?
Nothing happened over here. The door is still closed. There's a closed door over on this side.
You also see on this side.
Sorry, I had to restart my Roll20.
You're fine.
No worries.
And I'm
and
trying
you see
to
as you remove the sorry, I should have said. Listen, I'm forgetting things because
it's okay.
mechanical. You see that there are like spots on the floor for the 3 little creatures as well. Marked on
so we
each
just need
side.
to all take turns. It doesn't make the boat go.
It means we have to get them across in an order where they won't eat each other. When
okay. Do the do-over. We need to start with the lady. We need to start with the tomato beetle.
All right. You
Yep.
took the
Do-over.
do-over. Take things back. It's fun. The ladybug ejects the tomato beetle.
Tomato beetle first.
All right.
I'll take it. I will take it.
Did you go back over, Ellie?
I think
Huh?
yeah,
We each
Ellie
got to
went.
take turns.
Ellie went.
Yeah,
Did you go back
I took-
over bringing the tomato plant?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You could just stay
Yeah.
there, because then we can each
I
take turns
could've.
on the boat. Because
Well,
if
you're
only
all
one
gonna
of us
take
can
turns.
ride. Does the boat move without the statues? Is
It
the
can.
thing?
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes
Okay.
back.
Right, but if we don't bring the tomato plant back, we don't get to solve the puzzle.
Right. I'm just saying, does Ellie have to get in the boat?
No, Ellie doesn't have to.
But does Ellie want to is the question.
He did, so
Okay.
that's that.
Okay, so Ellie got the
It
tomato beetle
doesn't-
across, sent the boat back.
Yes. Yes. Boat has been sent back.
All right, who goes next? Thank
does
you
it-
for engaging with this puzzle. It's one of my favorite puzzles.
It's really good.
I like this puzzle.
I take tomato plant.
All right, Willow and tomato plant. Who's getting back in the boat?
Wait. What?
Wait.
Why do we have to get back in the boat?
Oh, nobody has to get back in the boat, I guess.
Because Journey has... There's only one left, and so Journey
Yeah.
can take.
You should be the same color as me. Picks up the
Okay.
ladybug.
As Journey leaves, the tomato beetle eats the tomato plant.
Ah, shit!
Oh, I know what this is.
That's how
Yep,
the puzzle works, my guys.
This is exactly what I thought it was. Okay.
I'm
Oh, you thought it was the
confused.
weight puzzle? Oh, wait, like WAIT.
No,
Oh,
it functions
Okay.
like WEIGHT, even
a
though
little
it's
bit,
different.
yeah.
Work then. Because
Hmm?
there's no way. There's only 3 of them. The only one that doesn't eat. The tomato plant and the tomato. Okay, if you eat. But it.
You want to
If you
restart?
leave the beetle. If you
Wait,
eat the
do
beetle
we
with
have
the
to-
ladybug, then the
Hold on.
ladybug eats the beetle. But
Let's
if you
get
leave the
everyone
beetle
back on our
with
side.
the
Yes,
tomato,
yes.
then the beetle eats the tomato.
Do we have to...
I got it. No, I think I got it. Hold
I
on.
love
You
this
you think
puzzle.
you think you have it? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. B and then back and then
Oh, do we have to take them back multiple times?
T. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
First-
what I had.
Okay.
Okay.
Beetle
Yes.
across.
And then so let's stop narrating and just do it. So first we take the
But I
tomato
can't move the thing.
tomato beetle across, right?
Give me a
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
second.
First tomato beetle.
Can I edit this?
Edit what?
All players, save settings, controlled by. All players, save settings.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hold on.
All
Okay.
players,
Cool.
save
Okay,
settings.
okay.
There we go. Now
So
you can
first
move
tomato
everything.
beetle goes across.
Okay.
Then someone takes the tomato plant across.
Uh-huh.
Then that person gets back in the boat and takes the tomato beetle across. Then
and
grabs the
somebody else.
ladybug and takes it back
Takes
over
it
here.
back here.
And then
Finally,
yeah.
the tomato beetle comes across.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you put all of this down on this side, you hear the door clink open.
Jesus. Okay.
Woo!
And you hear the doors on the other side. You hear more rumbling as the doors on the other side seem to close.
Oh.
Which doors?
The ones the god
Here
puzzle,
and
right?
here.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Doors
where?
here and here. seem to
Oh,
close.
interesting.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Never mind. Okay.
So it resets, and whoever has to come through has to do it from this side.
Yep.
Interesting.
Ah, cool.
Okay.
And the boat stays on your side.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, did the people come this way and then go back?
You do see them, yeah. You see the tracks going that way.
Going which way?
Going
Going
you see the
back.
tracks. You see the tracks going both ways.
Oh, were they like that the whole time?
Yes. Sorry.
We just we
Okay.
just couldn't see it we couldn't see it this side.
Right, because the people left.
No, I
Yeah.
mean like
They left the same way that they came in.
okay, so like all of room 7 they were also going back through that way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. How far where do we see it double back?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay.
You still see it.
We will find out soon enough, I guess. Ooh, this is big.
What made them double back is my question.
Uh-huh. Oh, shush
They said it was
you.
something of historical significance. That's what they claimed
Oh, right,
to.
they found something.
Let me.
They found something here.
Maybe it's
I mean, this
just
whole
all these
place.
gods, but
Yeah, this whole
Oh
place
right.
is
Yeah.
historical significance.
Can we take a
I'm
break soon? I want to
interested.
check on my roommate's dog.
Sure.
absolutely.
We can
I'd be
do.
happy to take a break now, actually,
Yeah.
if people want.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I
describe
would
this
like to go
room,
make
and then we
popcorn.
can go and take a break.
Cool.
Okay.
You, as you cross into this large space, you see another town center. Unlike the last one, this one doesn't appear to have like tile set pathways. You see, yeah, you see you see another like a bigger part of the heart of this town. And then a little ways away, you see a large glass building.
Ooh.
That may be a greenhouse of sorts. It's a large building. Um, yeah, and
Just
you see like
imagine
a path
the
through the
glass building
town,
at my school.
kind of leading up to it, and that's where we will take a break.
Cool.
8:10, 8:15.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
8:10 is good for me.
Yeah.
All right.
See y'all in a
All
bit.
right.
Bye bye.
Be in and out a little bit with my mic because I have goldfish here.
All right,
And
we're
I'm eating
here.
them.
We're
Wow.
live.
Now
We're
you want to
real.
make meat like goldfish. I have ice cream, but that's quieter.
I
Hi.
have
Yeah,
Hi,
popcorn.
goldfish are
Twitch.
crunchy.
We're here.
Hi, Twitch. We're
Hi,
talking about
Twitch.
food.
We're snacking.
We are.
All right. You're in the city.
So we back in the mine.
So you back in the mine.
Any druidic here?
Um. Uh. I'm trying to think. No, not really. Feels like it's.
Okay.
It feels like they actually keep these walls pretty clean.
Oh, okay.
Like some of
Just
those
rolled on
were.
it.
Some of those were graffiti.
Mm.
Yeah.
I probably won't see anything with my investigation of 11. In
You
this
do
room.
notice that the floor seems to be different and not trapped in the same way that the other floor was.
No traps. I'm gonna mention this.
Okay.
That I can see. So you're saying this is just a town square thing leading up to a greenhouse somewhere else?
Leading
Seeing
up to a
nothing,
large
Residential?
greenhouse kind of around
which
here.
is number 11.
Yep.
Are the houses in a good shape?
The houses are in a good. The houses are. Sorry, I interpreted that as are the houses shaped good? Like, are the shapes
Oh.
good? I was
I
like,
said
yeah,
in good
absolutely.
shape.
But no, that's not what you were saying.
No.
Um,
Are they run down? Are they old and
they are
crumbling and
run
falling
down.
apart?
They are run
If I poke around in them for a little bit, can I find anything fun?
down. Let me pull up a trinket table.
I love a trinket. I love a good trinket.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see tables? I want tables. Can I have tables? Tables. Loot generator. Loot tables. Can I see? I want to see. No, I want to see tables. Thank you. I want trinkets. What? Isn't there a regular trinket table?
Yeah,
Yes?
player's
Where?
handbook.
What is
End
it?
of equipment.
Is it just called trinket?
Yeah.
I'm not finding it on my tool.
Why don't you roll D percentile?
Thank you, Ark.
And I will.
Yeah, roll a D percentile. Thanks.
And I will tell you based on the table in the player's handbook what trinket
Thanks.
you get.
I don't have my player's handbook handy.
It's completely fine. Do you want me to do the rolling, or is someone else doing the rolling?
Jess?
Oh boy. Percentile dice. That's this one and that one.
Oh, shoot.
62. Wait. How do I know? Yeah, 60. How do I know if
60.
that's a 9 or a 6? Why is there not a line?
Huh.
Hold
Well,
on.
first,
You can find both
It's either
62 and
62.
92.
Okay.
I think that
okay.
you can find more than one trinket.
62 is a silver skull the size of a coin,
Ooh.
and oh, this is perfect. 92 is an ornate brooch of dwarven design.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is
Cool.
weird.
I'm imagining dwarven design with also, harvest symbology and stuff.
Yeah, you see also the design has minotaur horns as well.
Ooh.
Cool.
I think trinkets are perhaps one of the most underutilized things for, like,
I love
DM
trinkets.
plot hooks.
Mm.
Like, because I think nowadays people forget about them, but if your player rolled on the trinket table and they tell you, and that's a really good, just little way that is free real estate. That is,
Yeah!
you can
Mm-hmm.
do anything with that you feel inspired by, and like, hey, yeah, someone wants that or something, and suddenly you can dovetail that into a whole new thing.
The first one was a silver skull.
Mm-hmm.
A silver skull the size of a coin,
Like
Alright.
tiny silver skull.
like a human skull or like an animal skull?
I know what this skull is. It's a skull with closed eyes.
I knew we were going to say that.
Fucking damn it.
God damn it.
And you see it. This one, the skull with closed eyes, you find in a small, like, household shrine.
Oh.
Okay, so I find that, and I take it out with me. I'm like, Ellie?
Yeah, what's... Oh.
It was in, you said a household, like,
A shrine.
Shrine.
right. It was in a shrine? That's that, because I haven't seen the symbol. I've had the
Mhm.
dream, but I didn't see the symbol, right? Ellie saw the symbol?
I think
I
you
saw...
saw the symbol because it was in the
It was in the Dark Season Beast
cave. Yeah,
I thought it was
cave.
just the heart
the
ears
heart
and the...
symbol was on the floor, but there was also a
Oh.
smaller side chamber with a shrine with this
But we
symbol.
didn't connect that to the dreams until...
No,
Until I
until
had
Ellie
one.
saw it. Yeah.
In my
Ellie's vision.
until my
Okay.
vision. Yeah. So that's... Oh. Well, we know it's... Well, if it was on a shrine, then
A god of old.
probably one of the forgotten ones that
I mean, I thought we assumed
Dora's
that
looking for.
it was probably one of
Yeah,
the
but
forgotten gods.
this confirms it a little bit more.
Right.
I think once we are done here, we are definitely needing to send Dora a message and tell her about this place.
Agreed.
She's just gonna come down here.
I know.
It is interesting that this god is forgotten, but still able to have enough presence to send visions.
I know. It's a little concerning.
And also, it seems like the people in this place are mostly worshipping
The one
whoever
god,
Sitha is,
mostly.
Mm-hmm.
and not
Else was the shrine.
Scully.
Yeah.
We,
Scully.
we
Was
saw those 4 gods in that puzzle, but that's about it.
But that was a puzzle.
Yes. Ordinarily, one might expect in a culture with mainly following one god, an insular culture, if there's someone who worships or respects another god, that second one might be more ubiquitous, perhaps? I don't... You mentioned that the fact that it has been forgotten and still has this power. Perhaps it was a more powerful god in its time, a more well-known one.
Yes, perhaps. Well, anyway, we still have a whole labyrinth to explore. We can puzzle
Agreed.
over that later.
Maybe we just keep an eye out for that symbol more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that on and just start investigating or looking for that where I can.
Okay.
Do you approach the large
Do we
building?
know?
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you first.
I don't remember if there was a history check done. Do we know how old this place looks?
I don't think there was a history check done.
No.
I don't want to do it, but somebody else can do it.
I
I'm
think
happy
that
to do that.
sure.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
Okay. History. It's not phenomenal. Yeah, that's 13.
You would assume it would be the latest, would be late, would be early Fey age.
Hmm.
It's definitely, it is not from the Eden Age.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
definitely it is what you can
This is
discern.
definitely
It's
pre-Eton.
pre Eden Age. Yep.
I think in that case, I would like to be keeping an eye out as I'm poking around for symbols of heart. Because if it is this culture of agriculture,
Hmm.
It may be even older. It may be older than the Fey Age.
oh, so it could be pre the worship of heart.
It might be. You have not
So I'm
seen
not
any. You have
just
not seen
poking
any
around. I haven't
symbols
seen
of
anything.
heart.
Have
Interesting.
we?
I'll relay this.
Hmm.
Yeah, but from a 13, you don't know how far back it goes. Only that it's definitely before a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like based on the gods in particular,
Right.
you know, yeah, like even in particular about this figure of Erlun who
Mm-hmm.
became sublimated into Nalim, into not Nalim, Namat. Oh boy, there's a lot of
Yeah.
nah.
Do we actually know the term
Na.
Erloon, or not? Do we just know
I don't think that
Naloon?
you know the name Erlun. You know
That
Namat and you know Nalun.
yeah.
And you see a similar resemblance. You've seen the magic wand symbol used in combination with the scroll of Namat. The official symbol of Nalun is the scroll, but you've seen the magic wand enough associated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so you know you are familiar enough with the fact that this is a older form of the god. So you know it's like pre, and especially this forgotten god
Yeah.
definitely indicates that it is yeah.
Okay then. Cool. It's a glass building greenhouse, like you said.
Yes, it is a glass building. Um what was
Oh God, my investigation for this room sucked. That's fine.
you see a large glass greenhouse. Um uh inside, do you step inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside there is, sorry, I gotta look up some images real quick.
All good.
I'd like to see uh let me see. What did I say this room was? You see a thriving a thriving like small orchard, small field that makes up most of this room. Along the back wall there seem to be like almost hexagonal uh like shelves. They seem to have a handle where you can pull out like hexagonal chamber drawers. Um and in the center um and like in the center there is a statue of a woman. She appears here as a short, stocky minotaur woman with curving horns. She seems to have like more dwarvish features than the traditional minotaur face, but has also the hooves and the minotaur tail. She is dressed in very plain. It's a statue. Statues in like very plain clothes. And she is holding in her hand a scythe, and the blade appears to be made of gold. Her eyes are closed, and she is smiling.
Ooh.
And you see something written at the bottom of the statue in Dwarvish.
God damn it.
My mans, you're in a dwarven city.
Could none of us have been a wizard?
If anyone was gonna be a wizard, it was gonna be you.
Yeah. Well, I might still be a wizard if I have to make another character at any point. I'm fixated on the fucking Tower of Namaat. I cannot stop thinking about it.
Fair enough.
What do you mean?
I want to be there. If I was to make a backup character, it would be some like student at the Tower of Namaat.
That would be really cute.
I have a whole thing in my head.
Good. I love this. But yeah. The fields are overgrown as everything else has been, as the other field, as the quarter field was. There are some. You see some bowls set out at the foot of the statue. Some are filled with dried wax. Some are filled with rotted. Appears to be probably food. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna druid craft a little flower. I'm gonna put it in one of the bowls.
Yeah, nothing happens, but you
Yeah,
do that.
I just feel like it is respectful to leave an offering even if this is a forgotten god.
Okay, yeah, Journey's investigation was like 8, so he's not going to find anything in this room.
I have detect magic still going. Looking for druidic. Also, remember my passive is 20.
Right.
Insane. I think the number you're looking for is insane.
My god.
You see, actually, let me look at. I need to look at druid spells. What are the funny druid necromancy spells? Haha.
God, I don't know.
Blight is one of them.
Anti-life shell.
I need to know necromancy.
Feign death.
I need to know necromancy spells.
Is blight necromancy?
Yes, it is.
References, spells. Let me see. I'm looking for weird shit.
Or I think it is.
Reincarnate.
Oh no, it's more cleric stuff I'm looking at. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 4th level necromancy. Okay.
That's yeah. Yeah, this might be in actually.
I mean, also if you have a specific circle, like
Yeah.
I have life transference, which is not a druidic spell, but because I'm circle of the eaten.
You do see a message in that first druidic hand. The older, the more pious one, the one that is not doing graffiti. You see, actually, you see notes on the wall near one of these near this like wall of honeycomb chambers. And it appears to be a oh, why is that? That's not what I want to do. What did I want to do? Oh, there's more stuff than I thought. Ha ha ha. It appears to be that's wizards. Sorry, I'm like there's more spells.
There's a lot of them.
There's so many fucking spells. Um you see that something that seems to be a sort of like a backwards working of something like gentle repose. It seems to be a like notes on a spell to accelerate decay. Um and it says it has actually like uh it has actually a series of like days. It says day 1 to week 1, it's just as a line. Week beginning of week 2 X1, beginning of week 3 X2 if necessary, beginning of week 4 continuous until soil.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, it's week 1, beginning of week 2, X1, beginning of. I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I will type it out. Sorry, I can say it again. Week 1 it just says a line, so it's like a none. Week 2
Yeah.
times week 2 times 1,
Yeah.
week 3 times 2, week 4 until week 4 as needed. Make that simple. As needed until soil.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna relay that to my friends.
Some kind of experimentation or form of composting, perhaps?
Maybe. Do you think it's worth copying down?
Perhaps, perhaps not. I have been making notes on the back of this map of all the various god symbology we have seen. Here,
I mean, we're assuming.
there's no further information here. It's clearly a record of some use rather than a thing intended to be an explanation, as some of the previous ones were.
And it's druidic, so it's meant to be read and seen only by druids. Or it was just a druid using it as shorthand. Although you'd think they would maybe use paper or something.
Then maybe they wanted it to be found, or maybe they wanted it for later. They said that the group that was here before came back and forth a couple of times, I think.
But this isn't that. This is much older than that. This is a different druidic hand. It predates the group.
I must say I think the writing from what you've told me about the rest of this is just some comments on the usage of this spell. I find the statue more interesting myself.
Right.
We're assuming this is Sitha, right?
Right. I mean, that would make sense.
That is,
Sith,
the
scythe.
scythe is a symbol of the harvest.
And the location. I mean, it seems reasonable that this is a harvest god of some sort.
I wonder if she was actually more dwarven, or it was just something that happened because of the culture, and when other cultures just interpret her differently.
I mean, I figured this is just a dwarvish rendering.
Mm.
The gods in that puzzle were also
Rendered.
rendered
Right.
dwarven with some Minotaur
Yeah.
features.
Oh, okay.
So this is just how
Like
they
this one.
how
That's just
they
how they
roll.
rendered.
It's
Yeah.
just gods rendered in our own image.
That's how the gods have. That's how gods are generally depicted on Chthon.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
As
Similar to what, like, as a statue was produced, the gods were physical beings that walked on Chthon. Nobody knows what they look like, so everyone's claiming that they looked like them. It's
Ah.
essentially how it's going. Like, whenever you make
Yeah.
a statue and you're like, yeah, this god looked like us.
Right.
Which is why the function of holy symbols became so prevalent, as it was a commonality between all the depictions of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks.
If
Yeah,
they're
okay.
all dwarven minotaurs, do you think there were a lot of people like that down here rather than just
Yes, maybe it was probably a
straight
mix
up
of
dwarves?
dwarves and minotaurs.
Well, that's a big height difference.
So?
Well, I'm just saying,
The
considering getting
passages
around,
don't seem to be of a height for minotaurs.
that's what
Maybe?
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
we
something-
we feel all a little bit like the ceilings are too short, I remember.
Yeah.
Something ceremonial or cultural about minotaurs?
Or perhaps they were all hybrids. Perhaps, given this age, it was some proto-dwarven that that had horns. I don't know.
Mm.
Okay. In the houses, were there any like dolls or like paintings or drawings?
Not that would have survived.
Mm.
Any like wood carvings?
I'm like
Charms?
trying to think, but things would have rotted.
Or like, I mean, they're dwarves, so
Uh,
like
Are there
wood,
like
like
stone
metal.
etchings?
Yeah,
like
like
on the
I
walls?
will.
chemically etched
Yeah, you do see a
metal
few. You
plates.
see a few. Nothing. You don't see etchings in the wall, but you see a few. Like stone dolls,
Mm-hmm.
like stone
Mm.
figurines. Um.
Like the Venus.
Hmm?
Never mind. He's
You see,
like the, you know, the woman of Willendorf, the little round prehistoric doll.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Everything
see
good for everyone?
small doll. You see
Mhm.
these little small stone figurines. Most of they are all very short and stocky. Uh, they all appear to be at least half dwarven. You see that a good chunk of them seem to be like dwarf minotaur.
Okay.
Cool.
The tails have broken off of many of them.
Mm.
But yeah.
Minotaur is such a good hybrid.
Yeah, it's really good, and I like it.
It's really good. I like it a lot.
I think that small minotaurs are really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
what I
unless
deserve
you.
as a small Taurus.
Mhm. Unless you have anything else further you wish to do, I suggest we move on.
Agreed.
And Journey will, after, making note of this statue of God, will leave with everyone else.
All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Ah,
I will probably end at around this chamber or the chamber afterward.
okay.
Oh,
Just because
okay.
it's getting late. I don't know. We'll see how far we go. We're actually pretty good. We'll
Hmm.
see what we're doing. We'll see how we're going.
Okay.
I'm sleepy tired.
I see.
But I'm always sleepy tired.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like this.
You see, there's a chamber. I don't remember how I was gonna set this chamber up. You see along this back wall, there is a mirror. And you see over here in what seems to be like another open door. Another already opened door. Uh,
Hmm.
Are
uh,
the tracks still going?
the tracks are still going. They go up to the
Okay.
mirror, and then they go. Yeah, they go up to the mirror, and then they go out the door.
So that
Uh,
city with the statue of a forgotten god was not historically significant enough for them.
Well, maybe it was the entire place that they considered to be historically significant. Maybe
investigation
And then
they.
they
23.
Right, but
found maybe
historically
they found
significant enough that they
enough to
turned back.
Well,
maybe
I don't think they turned back because they didn't want to explore further. I think they just didn't give the noble the information because it was historically significant.
Okay.
hmm,
I don't think they ever
I thought that he
thought.
said that they found something.
they did, I thought.
Well, he said he thought they found something and didn't give it to him, but they didn't tell him that.
Hmm.
Like, he thinks they took something from here.
I mean, they may well have.
Journey, you see by the mirror, you see a few pieces of paper, which are not rotten to pieces. Ellie, question:
Hi.
how much does Ellie's handwriting take after his father's?
Oh God,
Motherfucker.
That
I could hear it in your voice
I
as
know.
soon as you
I
said
know.
Ellie's
I
name.
know. I know. Okay. The unfortunate thing for us is that probably not much because Ellie's dad died when he was 9.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have had like some of his old books probably and like looked through them.
So Ellie would recognize the handwriting, but the handwriting is not so similar.
Yes. So his handwriting isn't super similar to his dad's, but I think he would maybe recognize it.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that your handwriting looks like your parents?
I don't know.
I mean,
Mine looks like my friends from 6th grade.
Yeah, mine sometimes looks like my dad's when I write in all capitals.
Interesting.
Both my parents
Mine
have very
looks like
similar
I
handwriting.
definitely learned cursive first.
Ain't that the mood?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see these notes. These notes are written in common. It's a few pages that seem to like have fallen out of a journal.
Uh-huh.
Fallen
Journey
or placed?
fallen
Okay.
out of a journal.
There are some notes over here. They appear to be in common.
Huh. Uh
Ellie,
yeah,
if you take a look, you recognize the handwriting. You recognize the paper
oh.
from
Oh.
one of the. You
From one of
recognize the type of paper that your father used.
oh my god.
It doesn't. It's his journal, so again, not his name.
Yeah. Not as
But
but
it's
90% sure.
yeah. It has. Oh God. It doesn't have dates either because I'm lazy. Not because he's lazy,
Okay.
because I'm lazy. But it does. It has notes. Not on his path through the labyrinth, actually. It has a couple of notes on. It appears to be notes on another. It appears to be notes about Sitha, actually.
Okay.
Other things that he's been able to find out about this forgotten god. I forgot. I gave Dora's dad a name and I forgot it. But Dora's dad's name is mentioned as one of the people who's been interested in looking into one of the people who brought them on this track of these forgotten gods. Who found some remnants of Sitha worship near in some smaller labyrinth cities near Enofa and Kosikon. Something closer to the Sea of Styx. And finding sort of traces of communications between this this small labyrinth city, and a city known as Aghar. No directions, but then he also has some notes on the temple to Sitha that you just saw. And it mentions that the honeycomb structures appear to be body composting depositories.
Oh.
That they checked one of them and it was full of soil. As the inhabitants had probably long since rotted.
I'm just remembering a very specific episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah, the notes are mostly on Sitha. I also forgot when I said this took place. I know it was a few years before he went off on that mission.
You said it was 6. You said it was 6 years before he went off on the mission.
Yeah, 6 years before he went off on the mission.
Okay. Yeah, Ellie. You see Ellie like start to read through the notes and just sort of a little wide-eyed and
you do see, actually, you know what? Because I'm mean and evil, you do see he does doodle on the sides, on the pages of his notebook, and you see a little doodle of it's a little doodle of Gale holding baby you.
Oh.
Because I'm a terrible person.
Hold on. I'm writing everything down.
Me too. I write everything. My pencil is no longer sharp.
You
I
see
need to
little
use switch to
he doodles.
Okay.
He's a doodler.
Yeah.
There's little doodles of Gale holding you. There are a few. He's not amazingly good, but he's
That's
passable. There are a few like side profile portraits of Revena. There is a sketchy drawing of the twisted root at the bottom of one of the pages. He was thinking about home a lot too.
Okay, yeah. Ellie, like, yeah. Ellie sees these and, like, doesn't say anything for a second and just, like, you see him sort of, like, put his arm over his eyes for a second and, like, try to wipe away whatever was getting, like, in his eyes.
Willow reaches out and, like, squeezes his arm. I have a question as Jess, real quick,
Mhm.
because Willow would not be insensitive enough to ask this. I don't remember what you told us about Ellie's dad. Is it that you know he's dead, or just that he disappeared in the Sang Isles, and that means was presumably dead?
As so, I don't actually know what Ellie has told you guys about his dad, or if he's told you at all. But he
No.
was. We know he was you guys know he was a researcher, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said something about like he was a researcher. He was
Historian?
researching the Sang Isles. He went there, and then he didn't
Yeah,
come back.
his research party was presumed dead a month after they went, and
Okay.
they did, or a month after there was no contact with them.
And that was when Ellie was 9 or so, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Ellie
Okay.
was about 9 years old when that happened.
Presumed dead, though. No, like
Yeah,
no
presumed
bodies.
dead.
Right.
Yeah, no bodies because no one wanted to go look for them.
I
Right.
think Ellie's dad has been trapped in the Feywild for this.
I think he has. I think he has too.
Trapped on the
Damn, you think I would
the
do that twice?
Sang Isles.
I think he might actually be dead, but also, um, but this was like 6 years before that disappearance. Because yeah, Ellie would have been like 3.
Mhm.
I've
Um,
just had very bad evil ideas that maybe I don't say out loud.
I think you should say them to me.
I think you should say them to me.
You remember how those Dark Season beasts used to probably be people?
Shut
And
your
that
mouth.
Kangfu
they
that
they were
stumbled
like
past who
ogres.
got close to Sang
Mm-hmm.
Isles didn't die,
Saying up,
wasn't
yeah,
dying,
he
just
just
was
went
driven
insane.
mad.
I don't. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie, yeah. Ellie doesn't think about those things.
Right.
But he does just sort of hold the notes, and I think we know who the research party was now.
I don't think Journey had gotten to the part with doodles in them yet.
Yeah.
Had been like more kind of carefully scanning the notes. I was like,
Mhm.
we do, and then sees the thing that Ellie is holding, which is
Yeah.
presumably one of the doodles.
Yeah, that, and also I would Ellie would just sort of explain like I used to read my dad's old journals that he left whenever he would come home just for storage because he would keep stuff at the academy, but he would have his personal things at home. This is his handwriting and his notes and his doodles. Um, wow.
Do you want a hug?
Yes, he just like kind of plops into Willow's like chest,
I hug.
just leans into and like hugs with his free hand. He must have been here when I was really young because he never talked about this one.
And
I
also,
barely.
I think you'd be about as old as you are in that picture. Journey gestures to the one of Gale holding baby you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gods.
Journey will collect all of the notes and hand them to Ellie.
Yeah, I'll. I think Mom is gonna want to see these, just for safekeeping. We can go over them more, but he had a lot of notes on uh, what was what we found earlier, the temple. Um, Also, apparently, communication between this city and another one near Anofa, which is crazy. Uh, that's yeah, and the structures we saw earlier were for body decomposition, which kind of puts that the spell we found in perspective, I guess. Maybe they were trying to decompose things faster.
That makes sense.
Uh, but yeah. This is good. This is good. It's actually really cool to see his notes because I've read through all the ones that we have at home a couple of times. So finding new stuff is kind of cool. Also, stuff that didn't get burned. And he
Oh,
puts
I had
it, yeah.
forgotten that.
He puts the notes like carefully. He rolls them and ties it with a small string and puts it in like a side pouch in his bag. Huh. I wonder how they didn't decompose. Maybe he
Paper does
wooded
not
them or something.
go bad that quickly, especially if there's not a ton of airflow. You recall the door from the river
Right.
was closed. This
Right.
would have been what? How old are you right now?
He's 22.
This would have been about 20 years ago or so. Paper lasts that long all the time.
True. True. Yeah. Well, I guess we can be on the lookout if she left anything else.
I'm gonna examine the mirror because
Sure. You see reflected in the mirror on the back wall, there is the solution to a puzzle that you don't see, but was presumably on the door itself. Seemed to be like a solution to like a sliding tile puzzle.
okay.
It is not on the wall when you go up
When
to
I
look at it,
yeah,
but it is in the mirror.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Onward, I guess. You're feeling
Yeah.
up to it, Ellie?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Good.
At
Progress.
the entrance to Chamber 14, you see, first you see, on each side of the wall, each wall you see, a painting of ducks waddling in a row.
Ducks.
And you see, written on the wall, in that, later Druidic, which you now know to be from the Druid of Ellie's dad's party, who doesn't have a name yet, but will eventually.
We will figure that out soon.
And it says, straight lines.
What?
It just says straight lines
Straight
in
lines.
Druidic.
Oh, like how ducks move. We have to walk in a straight line.
And you see the tracks. Actually, you don't see tracks on this floor. They lead up to the edge of like the tiles on this floor, but they do not cross over into it. Which way do you go?
I'm gonna cast find traps.
There's trap on the floor. The floor has a magical trap. I don't know what.
I don't remember what find traps.
I'm looking. Find traps. You sense the presence of any trap. It merely reveals that the trap is present. You see, it seems to be. You don't think that there's like danger, You don't seem to. It doesn't seem to be like a dangerous trap. It seems to be a hindrance trap.
Okay.
Journey. You kind of
Well,
see the same. You kind of feel the same. See the same thing.
well,
Yeah.
according to the missing space in this drawn map, there's only one small chamber somewhere to the right, and probably only a comparable sized space to the left if this entire thing is in fact a circle.
I mean, if we're going, we may as well finish up going to this whatever small area is left to the right of us.
I agree.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh.
Do-do-do-do. Thinking about Sans Undertale now.
Why?
Why?
Yeah?
Why?
Do I need a reason?
No.
I
I mean, I guess not, but hello?
But what prompted this?
Thinking about Megalovania.
Okay, why?
I don't know. It just plays in my brain. Sorry, we're waiting for
Rick.
Arik to get to a place where he's able to hear,
Yeah.
so we may continue dungeoning our dragon.
Ooh, the notes.
I love
Cries.
doing evil
Cries.
things.
I know. I was already like,
I
But
had been planning these notes. Ugh.
oh, cries. I love it. I'm very excited.
I am very excited also. I'm excited for the next thing.
Now I'm thinking about Ellie giving these to Revna. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
Woo!
Woo!
Got him. It's gonna be good.
It's raining.
Oh, you're probably getting the rain that I had yesterday.
And that we had
It's
a little
mostly
while ago.
for the last couple weeks it keeps saying it's gonna rain and then it kind of sprinkles a little bit, but mostly it just gets more humid and not actually raining.
That's the worst.
We had thunderstorm yesterday. We have thunderstorm next week.
It better not be raining tomorrow. I got places to be. Okay, no, it's just gonna be gross. Gross and 95 degrees. Huh.
Godspeed, soldier.
And sunny.
God. Best of luck.
I have to make an odyssey.
You have to, huh?
I don't have a car. So I have to go on a journey with a bus and then walking.
One bus and then walking?
Yeah. It's like the annoying, it's not the easy bus, it's the annoying bus.
Oh.
And then like
you have to
a lot of walking on roads that don't have sidewalks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that really is how I be in it.
Hello, I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Sorry, the room I had quote unquote originally been in was a very echoey room, but mostly off the beaten path where people don't usually hang out. It just also happens to be the room where there's exercise equipment. So, like a group of 3 people being very loud and in a very echoey room started chatting, and two of them started doing exercising, and so I'm like, I just could not hear what people were saying.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have not found yet the perfect place to be. Like, my room is okay, except then my roommate is there, and this particular time my roommate was also doing a video call with friends, and I knew I was going to be constantly distracted by that, and so there's just no consistent location. I'm doing my best to navigate the day-to-day differences.
All right.
Are you on campus?
I'm
Alrighty, we're back.
We were basically saying just what if we continue to 13? Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Yay.
It wouldn't take us very long.
Yeah.
All right.
Walking in a line.
Why are you laughing?
Because of 13.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Do we have to
Oh,
do anything to
don't worry.
move
Just
into
wait.
14, or?
Nope. As long as you walk, do you walk in a straight line across the 14?
Yes.
Yes.
Then yeah, you're fine. You come to 13. It's mostly open, but you see, sort of in this corner of the room, a shrine. It is much larger than the house shrine, that you saw.
Yeah. I know
No.
what this is then.
But it is not quite as large as like the large temple of Sitha. This seems to be like a secondary shrine. And you see, seated on a throne, like a stone throne, sort of carved out of the wall, is and this one seems to be carved out of a mix of stone and bone, stone and ivory. A skeleton, a full skeleton. Also, a dwarf minotaur, and
Mm-hmm.
the eyes of the skull are closed. You see, similarly to Sitha, you see offering bowls. You see, you see actually a lot of what seem to be like paper remnants. Um, you see like food, moldy, rotten, like dust food. Um, yeah, this appears to be a shrine to uh, this skeleton god. And you do this god of the closed eyes. Um,
I have magic going also. Do I detect any necromancy?
uh, no, only a very, very faint glimmer of divine magic. Very
Okay.
faint.
Hmm.
Um, there are actually not lights in this room, so as you have your torch, it lights it up. Um,
Hmm.
and you see, um, yeah, that's what is there. You do see a little corridor going off to the side.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose this answers our question about worship of deities.
Yeah.
Secondary, or there's not so much a shrine instead of a temple, but
Hmm.
here nonetheless.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to sit here and pray to the god and see if we can get connection, but I probably should not do
I would,
that given the number of things
I
that have been in my head lately. What do you
and
think, Ellie?
Journey, you see the corridor with that investigation.
Personally, I was actually going to think about doing that myself.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I said, sorry, I was also thinking about that. Just seeing if we can make a connection. Because I've already had this thing in my head. But maybe we'll get something stronger than if we were in Fairy. I have a feeling it's a bad idea to reach out to this god that we barely know. But
I mean,
I'm a little curious.
it worked out for me when I reached out to Hart.
I would say that it is a particularly bad idea to try this when we know so little about this god, and the little that we do involves it appearing in our dreams, and Nalim reaching out to it and driving themselves insane via the connection.
I mean, that wasn't them reaching out, right? That was them actively trying to bring somebody back, right? That's what we know of that.
I'm trying to think of what it was specifically. I think it was a mixture.
Okay. It seems like they're reaching out to us.
I
And
know.
if they're reaching to us, shouldn't we reach back?
Not necessarily. Not all reaching out is for
I
aid.
know
Some
that.
reaching out is to throttle.
But you can tell the difference. It feels different. Ellie, when whoever this is in your head, what does it feel like?
DM.
Oh yes, that's me. I'm the DM.
No,
We're in it, ain't we?
no, we're having a mutiny. I'm the DM now.
I'll get you.
Sorry.
What if we all mutiny and it's all three of us DMing just Nemo?
Yeah.
Ooh,
If the DM
that'd
doesn't
be
show up
chaotic.
for 15 minutes, you all get to DM.
Nemo,
You
roll
all
initiative.
Oh fuck!
I mean,
What's my
well,
bonus?
We are outside your door.
-2.
in an interesting
That was a nat
kind of
20.
way.
Fuck
Oh.
off.
This is
Yeah.
what we get for a mutiny.
I mean, in an interesting way, we kind of are just as players because we decide
Right.
in which
Yeah.
direction our characters go, and then Nemo
Yeah,
has
but
to respond.
watch this. A dragon has appeared in your room.
I kiss her sweetly on the mouth.
It blows fire into you, and you blow up.
Oh no, I
The end.
start burning because I'm made of wood.
Sure.
Oh,
I start screaming
shit.
and crying, and the dragon feels bad.
Oh.
And then I
Oh,
put
Okay.
cordyceps fungus into the dragon's brain.
Do I remember
Oh,
correctly that Ellie, I think, or someone at
Yes.
one point asked this in their dream what it wanted, and it
Yes,
responded?
yes, it did respond. It was me. So when Ellie had the vision on the during the tournament, he asked what it wanted, and it said it wanted to be dead in the world again. Let me double check that actually.
It felt ancient and
Okay.
angry. It didn't
Hmm.
feel like it was angry. It didn't feel like it was like a personal anger, but it did feel like there was rage.
Ellie, when I was in Fairy, and Fairy was inside me, it felt like it was trying to devour me and turn me into a walking puppet of an extension of itself. When I reached out to Heart, it was like a lost thing that needed help. There's a difference in what that feels like when the thing that is in your head wants to hurt you and when it doesn't.
Hmm.
Unless it's lying.
You can tell. It's in your head. When it's in you like that, you can tell.
This one felt it was angry, but it wasn't angry with me. It seemed more general, like it had been wronged somehow.
So maybe it needs
What?
help.
There is no measurable benefit to reaching out, and there is a definite measure of risk.
Does there have to be a benefit to help someone?
Yes.
It always comes around in the end. That's how it works. There will always be a benefit.
I think Journey just kind of looks at Willow for a bit. I live in a city that is the last remnant of an entire region that burned and shattered and ate itself alive because when disaster struck there, the gods that the people prayed to did not help. It does not always come around, especially not where gods are concerned. Sorry, someone just closed the door near me.
You're good.
Journey hits the wall.
Every day I wake up.
Better than not waking up ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a fun conflict of alignments.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Your city was wronged. But wrongs repay wrongs and rights repay rights, and sometimes you don't see it right away. Your city and your home, you say it was destroyed, but you're here. You have a family. They're alive.
Yes, they are. What is your point?
So life continues in the city of Rome.
Yes, it does. What is your point?
My point is maybe it wasn't a total wrong. Maybe it wasn't complete destruction. Sometimes the benefits of a situation aren't always visible. Sometimes the benefit happens somewhere else.
It is centuries later. Anything I have gained from this, anything the people living in Rome have gained from this, is because their ancestors put in work.
Exactly. They did
After they came to themselves, having burned the landscape themselves from madness, after they had awoke, because the remnant of the thing which you are now in communication with had gotten in their heads and turned them to madness. After they had reawoken from that, they pulled themselves together and sought the only remaining shelter that existed. I do not deny that Rome is beautiful and that much good happens there. But the point of my story was that the people of that time gained no aid from their greatest disaster by turning to the gods. The parable was merely as a counterpoint to your statement that doing good always comes around. It doesn't. And if your point by saying that my circumstances are good as a result of the bad circumstances centuries ago, then I would say that is not an argument whatsoever
That is not
for
what I
us
said.
doing anything with.
Your circumstances are good as a result of the good of your ancestors.
Yes.
Good repays good. Bad repays bad. I don't know what the circumstances were that you're drawing lines that may not exist.
To what do you refer?
Saying that the destruction is because is any way connected to any reaching out, any goodness that they attempted.
It's not. There are many reasons for the destruction of the Court of Fire. I merely name one of them. I have no vested interest in people worshipping gods, or them not doing it. People are free to do what they want. I'm just saying here, now, there is risk to reaching out to this thing we know so little about.
Everything we do is a risk. What do you gain without taking risks? You learn, whatever the outcome.
Assuming you have mind left to learn. That is my only point, Willow. I can fight against something with teeth and claws. I can dodge out of the way of a trap. I can trick something that seeks to trick me by being clever and with words.
You're not the one who would be doing any of the fighting or any of the reaching out. Ellie, what do you think?
You guys turn to Ellie, and he has been just sitting next to the shrine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He has just been sitting in front of the shrine with his eyes closed. Because you guys just started talking, and he was like, I'm not listening.
Damn it, Ellie.
What? Didn't say much. Wished for a certain someone to be burning in hell.
Well,
I haven't heard anything.
They're in hell. I don't know about burning. They're working hard, if that's any consolation.
Did you feel anything?
DM?
Oh, did Ellie feel anything? Yes, you're...
Yeah.
Oh, this is a silent prayer that Nalim is burning in hell. Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. I'm trying to write
You're
a funny
fine.
thing. I'm trying to write
Okay,
a funny secret.
Okay, you're fine.
Using my brain's power. Let me actually look at my notes.
Okay.
About what happened to Nalim.
It's like, Ellie wasn't really around a lot of, like, divine presence at all. Like there were maybe like a couple of shrines to just the basic gods.
You feel do you close your eyes?
Yeah.
I do. I did say I closed them.
You feel two bony fingers like press very lightly over your eyelids, kind of to keep them closed.
Oh fuck.
And you see Nalim. Nalim is in hell. And Nalim is bleeding again. It seems Nalim and Amon are fighting, and you can't tell who is winning. But Amon is certainly bleeding less. You see them, and then it shifts a little bit, and you see them poised over a pit like a black hole. And you see, deep in the black hole, at the very bottom, looking up and grinning at these two combatants, and at you, looking like from a bird's eye view above them, is the skull with the closed eyes.
Interesting.
And then the pressure is off of your eyelids, and nothing has moved in the chamber.
Did it feel like when I saw the skull, was it like a sadistic type of like enjoying the fight?
Yes.
Noted. One second. I sure did. Sure did feel something.
You did?
I got my answer to my prayer. They're not burning, but they do seem to be fighting our demon lord friend. And our friend here, and I point to the closed eyes skeleton, seem to be enjoying it immensely.
Well, that's something.
No kidding.
And you're still alive with your sanity intact.
This time.
Journey,
so I can tell.
Journey, when you approached around this corner, you saw like
Yeah.
a black curtain that seemed to kind of be sectioning off this back portion.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can we see what's behind the curtain?
When
What's behind curtain number 1?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it aside.
Yeah, you see a bedroll. You see a few holy symbols. You see usually does see a few holy symbols. You see a few old you see more offering bowls. You see sort of a bedroll. You see it's like a little like a rectory, a small rectory.
Mhm.
But in this corner, You see in huge letters in common, etched into the wall jaggedly. And you actually see even like charcoal marks over it, like somebody made a rubbing. You see a message. It's in all caps, and it says, "The King of Death will not stay forgotten. They rise from the abyss to bring their curse to fruit. When the hungry has eaten, when demons die, when all are remembered. Praise Lacra."
Holy fuck.
Oh my god!
And that
That's
is
a
where we
proper
will end
prophecy.
for tonight. We'll see you in in a week or so, whenever we find our way back
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Good night,
Yeah.
Twitch.
Good night, Twitch.